Welkom terug by die groot ontbyt. Kyk, as jy jou eie besigheid het, is vandag se showdam vir jou. Want ons het vroeër gepraat oor die risiko's wat besighede in Suid-Afrika op hierdie stadium ervaar. Nou praat ons, as jy veral in die verkope is, praat ons oor die tendense wat kopers het in Suid-Afrika op hierdie stadium. Wat 'n mens kan verwag vir 2024 van kopers-tendense af. En ons gesels met Laurian Venter, die direkteur van verkope by die aanlyn aankope-webtuiste OneDayOnly, om te hoor wat se tendense hulle verwag vir 2024. Good morning, Laurian.
Good morning. Lovely to be with you this morning.
It's lovely chatting to you, Laurian. We have to speak about what businesses can do about these tendencies, but let's just first name them. Let's just say what we're talking about. What are you finding for this year that the consumer is looking for?
Look, I think there's no doubt that South Africans are all feeling financially very stressed. There've been so many factors with the interest rates being up, petrol prices being up, the load shedding, extra costs that come into it, etc. So people are definitely feeling the pinch. And retailers, I know that brick and mortar retailers have really felt it last year. I think from the online side, it's been a little bit better for us because so many people have actually switched over from purely shopping online at a brick and mortar store to actually shopping at brick store and shopping online. But I think some of the big trends that we've seen is the first thing is that shoppers are set on saving. That's a big one, so we can go into that in a little bit more detail. The second thing is that people are looking for a budget way to pay, specifically on very big ticket items. They're looking for various options to be able to pay in different ways. The third thing is that people are really looking for apps. They don't just want to get a newsletter, they actually want to be able to click onto the app at whatever time they want to click onto it. And then the fourth one is that you've got to say goodbye to a one-size-fits-all approach. Customers these days are not just looking for one way to do things, and they need to have some sort of personalization.
The first one you referred to was saving. People want to save. They all want a special price. They want, what is your special at this stage? We're looking at buying 3 for the price of 2, that kind of thing.
I think with OneDayOnly, we offer great deals and great discounts on great brands. So, for example, today we've got Reebok shoes, we've got the North Face on, we've got a whole lot of load shedding items at a good price. And we do anything from sort of 20% up to 95% or even sometimes 100% off on products. So, yeah, we look for great brands, great products, and at great discounts. And that really does speak to where customers and shoppers are at the moment. They don't just want to go into one single place and buy things. Specifically on bigger ticket items, they're going to shop around, they're going to look around, and they're going to find the best deal possible. I think also what we do focus on a lot is everyday essentials. And this really wasn't a part of our business until about 3 or 4 years ago with the pandemic. We had to shift the business over to starting to supply essential items. And now one of our biggest sellers in the month is toilet paper, which is crazy. So we sell a pack of 54 toilet rolls, and they just fly off the shelves. Because it's convenient. So, who wants to put that around in your cart and take that home, and B, because we offer 20% discounts. So, people are shopping for their tech items, they're buying a TV or buying some amazing sneakers, buying something cool on OneDayOnly, and then they just throw their Sunlight soap and their toilet paper, etc., into the trolley, and the next minute it's delivered to their front door.
You're referring to some of the tendencies there that are working in this case. I mean, yes, saving a little extra is one of the tendencies, but also then you refer to people just buying it on the web, rather. Apps specifically. It's almost for a business, it's impossible nowadays to really grow your business without a web-based business and also apps where people can do stuff on their phone, communicate with your business in their hand.
Totally. It's quite crazy. There's a stat out at the moment that people are spending an average of 9 hours and 38 minutes daily on their phones, which is a crazy number. But it really is no wonder that apps have become the go-to method for users to be able to do things. And retailers are now actually among the 25 most downloaded apps on the Apple and Google Store, some being even more popular than Netflix, Facebook, and Uber. And it's just the convenience of being able to shop anywhere and at any time, and at your own pace. So we do send out a newsletter every morning and again at lunchtime that people receive, and they can either respond or react to that. But people are really feeling that their inboxes are so full. And an app gives you the convenience of being able to, you're sitting in the doctor's rooms and you've got 10 minutes spare and you quickly go onto the apps. It just gives that convenience of being able to use the product when they want to. And also they can then compare prices, compare products. Shoppers are really, really savvy nowadays. So before they purchase anything, they really do a lot of pre-purchase research, and they compare other retailers' prices, other retailers' deals, and other retailers' service offerings.
The main thing for me here is, it seems like consumers are saying, I want to pay a special price, I want to pay. I want to pay in the way that I feel like paying, if that is paying it off within 6 months or whatever. And I want to do it my way, the way I want to shop. It's all very personal. It's like businesses have to focus on the individual consumer and their tailor-made needs. It seems like that is the key forward.
Definitely. I mean, it's that bye-bye to the one-size-fits-all approach is very much a key factor. South African shoppers are really sick of just being treated like a number. And online, you feel like, okay, cool, well, there's no way we can control that. But there really is. So, for example, we have a special platform that sends our emails that is personalized and tailored to each person. So if I'm sitting next to my colleague, I might get a completely different newsletter that has got some great homeware products and some great clothing items, whereas the person sitting next to me always looks at tech products or has just had a baby and is looking for nappies. So those products will be served to them in the newsletter, so that you're actually getting products that you are interested in, as apart from just getting barraged with a whole ton of products that have no relevance to you whatsoever. So there's amazing algorithms that run in the background that see what your search history is, what sort of products you purchase, etc. And then it serves you ads and products that are based on your interests. And customers really are looking for that. It enhances the shopping experiences. It makes their time more efficient. And for retailers, it gives our conversion a much more efficient way of utilizing our budgets and our spend.
And we live in a quick solution environment, people want to do everything quick. And I think that's the tendency that we see here with all that you've mentioned. And that is that I want something as quick as possible at my convenience.
Yes, definitely. I think the last point is that people want to pay how they want to pay. Yeah. And that is really, really important, because everyone has different budgets and everyone has different spending habits, etc. And shoppers are really trying to stretch their rands even further. And so they are looking at different payment methods, like buy now, pay later kind of products. So those allow customers to purchase now and to pay for them in different installments, and that can spread over 4 months or 4 weeks or 6 months or whatever it is. And so it is really important for retailers to make sure that they've got things like, we've got MobiCred and we've got PayFlex. We have different options as well as credit card payments, so that people can actually pay how they want to, when they want to, and in whatever manner that they want to. And yeah, that really is an advantage for the consumer. But retailers do benefit from increasing the affordability of their goods and drives more sales.
But also to make sure that it's a safe way. Just earlier in the program, we had a conversation about risk factors in South Africa especially. And I think fraud and corruption and all those are on the top 10. And cyber issues, especially with AI that they use to manipulate and to do stuff wrong and the wrong way. And I think it's important for all businesses to make sure that if you have the opportunity for people to pay, that it's a safe way online.
Yeah, definitely. And it really is very, very important for customers to realize that they must go to reputable online sites. You cannot just go onto new sites or new things. There's not, there are little markers, there are little payment things that show that we are using legitimate gateways. And it's so important. Customers have to take note of that, because there are huge fraud cases. There are lots of different ways that people are trying to defraud people.
Exactly.
Laurian, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It was a lovely chatting to you.
Lovely to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lauren.
Ja, dis dan Laurian Venter. Sy is die hoof van verkope en aanlyn verkope oor die webtuiste OneDayOnly. Om vir ons bietjie in te lig oor watter tendense in 2024 verwag word van die verbruiker af. So as jy nou 'n besigheid het, ek hoop jy het nooit uitjies gevat by die slim mense.